What's going on, everybody? It seems like it's been forever since I made a video, because it has, but let's go ahead and talk about that new Suicide Squad movie, because it seems like all of the main players in this movie have been cast. That's right, it seems like everybody in James Gunn's Suicide Squad has been cast. Now, we do know that Margot Robbie is coming back as Harley Quinn, Jai Courtney is coming back as Captain Boomerang, Viola Davis is coming back as Amanda Waller, and it's possible that Joel Kinnaman is coming back as Rick Flag. But we also have the new members of the squad, which are David Dastmalchian as Polka Dot Man, we have Daniela Mercier as Ratcatcher, then we have Idris Elba's character that has yet to be named. Now, there is a report out there that James Gunn is trying to cast a character known as Drew, which is supposed to be the daughter to Idris Elba's character. Some speculation on the internet is saying that Deathstroke could be one of those people, but if they weren't going to recast Idris Elba as Deadshot, why would they recast him as Deathstroke when we already have both of those characters established in this universe? So the next person that everybody thinks Idris Elba could be is Sportsmaster. And if you guys are watching Young Justice or you've read the comic books, you know that Sportsmaster does have a couple daughters, who are Artemis and Cheshire. Now, if Idris Elba is Sportsmaster, I think this would be pretty cool, because Sportsmaster is a kind of more obscure villain. I mean, of course, if you've seen the animated series, you know who he is, but he's not in a lot of comics. Or at least he's not in any of the recent stuff, because I haven't seen him in anything that I've been reading. So those are the two characters that everybody is talking about for Idris Elba's character, but I'm actually going to go ahead and throw one more into this whole mix, and I'm going to say Cluemaster. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Cluemaster. If you have no idea who he is, this guy's actually went toe-to-toe with Batman. I mean, he's not a great fighter, but he is a solid mastermind, and he loves to leave clues around. It's kind of his gimmick. He's been involved in some pretty big schemes against Batman, and he does actually have a daughter who is part of the Bat family. You might know her as Tim Drake's love interest, Spoiler. The whole reason for her Spoiler name is because she was going to out her father to the authorities or to Batman, so she was going to spoil his master plan. Also, I should point out that from this article right here on Batman News, they described the Drew character as a teenage thief who has had minimal contact with her father, who has been in prison, which would totally fall in line with the Spoiler/Cluemaster relationship. But like everything else that is unconfirmed, we're just gonna have to wait and see who Idris Elba will be playing in this movie. The next member of this team was supposed to be played by Dave Bautista. That was the original rumor, but he is going to be in the next Zack Snyder movie, so he's no longer going to be in Suicide Squad, but he was going to play Peacekeeper, who is now going to be played by John Cena. That is right, one wrestler is being swapped out for another. And no, I'm not going to make the usual damn joke everybody makes for freaking John Cena, because we need to let it die. If you don't know anything about the character of Peacekeeper, all you need to know is that he cares about peace so much, he's willing to kill for it. And then the last member of this team, which was also going to be played by Dave Bautista if he wasn't actually going to be Peacekeeper, is King Shark. But again, since Dave Bautista is going to be filming another movie when this movie is being filmed, he is no longer going to be a part of this project. So the next person up to be King Shark, that is rumored, and I should say has denied that he is involved in this film, is Michael Rooker. Like I said, Michael Rooker has denied his involvement in this movie, but he is the super best friend of James Gunn and has pretty much been in every movie that he has directed. So people are kind of taking this idea that Michael Rooker won't be in Suicide Squad as total BS. We have not got any castings for King Shark yet. It is just going to be a voice. So, you know, he won't really need to be in the set every single day. He could just be doing vocals in, like, post-production. You know how they kind of just do everything later on. Or he could be in the actual mocap suit. I don't really know what they're going to do here. I feel like King Shark, they would get somebody really big, like The Mountain, to do the mocap kind of stuff, and then have somebody's voice come in later. But as of right now, it looks like we have a denial from Michael Rooker. But if I had to bet money on this, I would bet Michael Rooker is going to be King Shark. Moving on to a villain of this movie, I'm not too sure what we're going to have in this movie. I don't know if it's going to be one villain, multiple villains, but as of right now, we have Benicio del Toro reportedly in talks to be the villain of this movie. According to Geeks Worldwide, his role is codenamed The Mayor, and the only really detail about this character is he is an old war hero who lives for war. That could actually be a whole bunch of people, but I'm just going to throw my hat out there because I couldn't find a character known as The Mayor in the Batman universe, or I should say the DC universe. There are a bunch of mayors for cities in this universe, but not one that is codenamed that. So I'm going to throw in, just thinking about war heroes or just people that could be assassins or something like that, I'm going to throw in David Cain. And if you guys don't know who David Cain is, he has been a big adversary of Batman before, but he is also the father to Cassandra Cain, who is going to be one of the main characters in Birds of Prey, which will be coming out in February, and is also somebody that is just one of the best fighters in all of the DC universe, and has actually been Batgirl at one point in the comic books. So I think it would be really interesting to see the Suicide Squad go up somebody as powerful, or I should say as skilled, because he doesn't have any meta powers or anything, he's just a badass. Somebody like David Cain, because then you're expanding your universe, because then his daughter is in another movie. You could bring him back later if you wanted to have that kind of relationship, that kind of just like feuding between daughter and father, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I think little moves like that could expand this universe, opposed to giving every single person their own solo movies. But of course, that is just a guess on my part. This could be somebody just known as the Mayor that I just have not come across. But yeah, I would like to throw somebody in there like David Cain, just to kind of expand the universe, and I think it would be pretty interesting because he would be skilled enough to fight all of these other villains at once. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. That's everything we know about the Suicide Squad casting so far. Of course, if we get any big news or other confirmations about this movie, I will definitely make a video about it or include it in Batman News Weekly, or that is like bi-monthly nowadays. But yeah, you know what I mean. I will totally update you guys on this news. But as always, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, Juice Wayne. And remember, Batman is awesome. See you guys next time.